Morning gardeners, I'm setting up my second Greenstalk now. I've got them all the bits around on the patio. Look at these are fantastic these. If you look closely, you line up the holes all the way around them and they water each layer down. This is the very top one. And you fill it up with, obviously not fill it up with water because if it goes over the top there, it's going to go straight down the centre. But you know, you fill it up to sort of about there and the whole thing, again, it just drains down. These are a bloomin' clever bit of kit. Oh, so much so, as I say, I've ordered another one. I've reserved it because it's got to come from America. And the one I've reserved is a very pale, pretty pink one. So I'm going to put that in my conservatory and redecorate the conservatory to fit around this gorgeous Greenstalk. So I'm going to set the whole thing up. I need to put this tray on. Don't forget, remember to line up the holes. Can you see the little holes in there in the centre? Don't forget to line them up with each of the planting pouches. So we'll get it set up and I'll come back and I'll show you the whole thing set up. There we go. We've got Greenstalk number 2 set up. I want to show you something I hadn't thought to mention before. On this, at the top here where you put the water, on the edge it shows you different levels to fill your water. That's brilliant if it's outdoors. If you've got it indoors and you fill it high, it's all going to go down that central hole. So if you're going to keep one indoors, you would need to stand it on a tray of some sort or only fill it fairly low. But look at that, aren't they wonderful? Now let me just carefully step back here. Right, I'm stepping back. I need to have a good clean up, obviously. But isn't that one fantastic piece of kit? You can see actually next to the garden chair how tall they are. The amount of stuff I'm going to be able to grow in that is incredible. I'm going to give it a really good water now, and if you really give it a good water, it adds a lot of weight, which should help in the fact that it's not going to blow over. My thought is, if it does look a bit windy outdoors, I'm going to put a chair next to on each side of it. Or if it's exceptionally windy, I'll lift the top 2 or 3 layers off maybe and just split it down. But isn't that wonderful? And as my own hedge gets taller and thicker, the wind is not going to be so much of a problem. It's only become a problem since the big hedge was cut down. But that's absolutely fine. The amount of light we're getting in the garden and in the house now without that hedge is wonderful. So that's my second Greenstalk this morning. And I'll just say, folks, honestly, they are worth every penny. As I said, I'm not paid to promote these. I saw them and I thought you could only get them in America. Contacted the company and they put me in touch with Grow Towers EU. Oh, yes, there are cheap versions. You can get cheap versions of everything, but you know what you say? You get what you pay for. And I think they are fabulous. And I can't wait now for my third one to arrive. And that's going to be an indoor Greenstalk, a permanently indoor Greenstalk. So I will need to get a huge tray to stand it on. But happy gardening, folks.